Who's good, potatoes? Spin the leak here, and it's so rare that I'm actually home at a time of day where I can shut off the lighting and enjoy this little corner. Now, I'm going to be doing a review right here now in this video, which is, I believe, my 129th video of The Dark Knight Rises. I threw it, Winston went after it. But yeah, no, honestly, I think this is the best in the trilogy. It wrapped everything up nicely. I do feel that in order to adequately talk about this movie and kind of the impact that it left, you have to cover the ending. So, there are going to be some spoilers in this video. I'm going to save them for the end. So at the end of the video, there's going to be some hard-spoiled eggs. It might be before I do my outro, so once I give you a little spoiler notification, whatever the hell that might be, there's going to be spoilers. You know, something like that. That's when you want to just cut the video off and do what you know to do. Like I said, this is my 129th movie review, so you might want to fucking know the drill by now. If not, where the fuck have you been? So, they bring Bane back, or they bring Bane into this movie as the big baddie. Still typical deal with, you know, freaking Batman and blah, blah, blah. They actually found a nice mix. They corrected their issue in the previous movie and found a nice rhythm and went with it. While, you know, some of the action and some of the schemes were really just over the top, they did actually find a nice way. The movie never lost the tone that it set up in the beginning, which is actually a very serious tone. And the entire movie is basically just tragedy built on tragedy, and they wrapped it up nicely in the end with a lot of very strong symbolism, a lot of kind of like respectful wishes being granted, stuff like that. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Basically, Bane is isolating Gotham, turning the citizens against himself, imprisoning the entire police force, and creating a neutron time bomb that is going to level Gotham City in a matter of days, which the deterioration should actually take 5 months, so apparently, you know, 5 months passed in a certain amount of time where everything was just chaos, prisoners were running the streets, no police to be found, and a ragtag militia of mercenaries was basically policing Gotham and letting people do whatever the fuck they wanted. This movie was fucking chaos. The character interactions, though, were well worth it. Chemistry between characters actually escalated and was really something to get into. They actually built a lot on Bruce Wayne's character, or Christian Bale, all that shit. They ended up focusing mostly on him and taking it back to kind of the Batman Begins formula, where it's centered on him getting over his past traumas, coping with a lot of issues. It was pretty fucking good. I'm not gonna lie. I can't really point out any one thing aside from the ending that stood out for this movie. But the entire experience was action-packed and it was fun as hell. So, with that out of the way, spoiler time. So, at the end of the movie, Batman is carrying the neutron bomb out of the city with roughly 5 minutes left to detonation. He carries it out as far as possible, and the atomic bomb explodes, killing Batman. Bane is... Well, there was a nice little plot twist. Bane is typically a sidekick as opposed to a main baddie, so whenever you found out that he was a pawn for someone who was actually enacting the evil scheme on the behalf of the Legion of Shadows, or whatever the fuck they're called, I can't even remember at this point. It was pretty fun. That really came out of nowhere for me, but you know, at the same time, a fan series will see it coming. So anyway, Bruce Wayne gets blown up, or so everyone thinks. Upon further inspection, Fox looks at a hovercraft that Batman had been using the entire movie and sees that autopilot was repaired. So, Bruce Wayne was able to set the autopilot on his on the Bat, which is pretty much the only official name for the vehicle that has been given, and was able to escape while killing off Batman symbolically. Basically, the entire city of Gotham witnessed the death of Batman, even though he was able to escape. If Bruce Wayne hadn't killed off Batman in that aspect, and as well kind of killed off himself in the eyes of Gotham City, he never would have been able to retire. Alfred always talked about sitting down at a table, and I can't even remember the region. It was at the beginning of the movie, wherever he stated it. But Alfred always talked about the small vacations he would take once a year. He'd go to Europe, sit down at the same cafe, stare across it, and hope to see Bruce. Bruce appears with Catwoman at the end of the movie to kind of reassure Alfred that everything's okay, even though the entire city is dead. Or entire city thinks he's dead. The entire city is not dead. He saved it. One of the detectives actually becomes Robin, finds the Batcave. The bat signal is repaired. Gordon finds it. He finds the key players that actually knew who he was and reassured them that he was still alive, but he was out of the game. And basically, with Robin finding the Batcave, everyone, or the main parties, realizing the Batman was still alive, and Bruce Wayne being healthy, fighting fit, and starting up a family, it actually left room for a potential fourth part to the series. But they never acted on that. It would have been nice to see, but that roughly 5 minutes of footage right there really capped off the movie and was something special. So I'm going to give this movie roughly... I'm actually going to give this one 4 potatoes. This one is tiers above the other ones. So this one's going to get a 4 potato review. Have you seen this film? What are your thoughts on it? Are you planning on watching it in the future? Like, comment, subscribe, keep on keeping on. I will see you in another video.